Welcome to the deep dive.
Hello.
Today we're going to unpack something really useful. It's all about those common English phrases, idioms that you hear especially at work.
That's right. Yeah, we've looked into some material on this, trying to understand these everyday expressions. They're more than just vocabulary, aren't they? They're really tools for communication.
Absolutely. And learning these idioms, it's not just about knowing words, it's about understanding the workplace culture too. Fitting in, sounding, well, more natural.
And expressing yourself clearly, yeah. It helps you connect better with colleagues, maybe clients too.
Exactly. So our mission today is simple. We want to pull out the most important insights we found and explore them with you.
We want to help you get more comfortable recognizing these idioms and maybe even using them. We'll try to go through them clearly, nice and slow.
Okay, great. So let's start right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Say you're starting a new job or maybe trying to break into a completely new field.
Right. There are some perfect idioms for that kind of situation.
Like which one?
Well, a really common one is to get your foot in the door.
Ah, okay. Get your foot in the door.
Yeah. It basically means entering an organization or maybe an industry for the very first time. Often it's in a starting position.
With the hope of moving up later on.
Exactly. It's about creating that first opportunity. Maybe it's not your dream role straight away, but it gets you inside.
Right, that initial step. Like an internship maybe?
Precisely. An internship is a classic way to get your foot in the door, especially somewhere competitive. Or maybe volunteering for a group in your field.
That makes sense. Meeting people, getting some experience.
Mm-hmm.
It all helps get that foot in.
It does. Crucial first step.
Okay, so you've got your foot in the door, you managed it, you have the job. Now you actually need to learn how things work there.
Yes. And hopefully someone will be there to show you the ropes.
Show you the ropes. Okay, what's that one about?
It just means teaching someone how to do a specific job or, an activity, guiding them through the steps, the details.
So like the routines, the processes, how this particular place does things.
Exactly that. Think about starting any new role, really. Someone needs to guide you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could say, when I started in customer service, Riley showed me the ropes. It means she taught you what you needed to know, that essential guidance.
Okay, but what if there's no Riley? What if you're just left on your own to figure it all out?
Well, then you might feel like you've been thrown in the deep end.
Thrown in the deep end. That sounds dramatic.
They can feel that way. It means being put into a new, often difficult situation without much preparation or support. You have to learn really, really quickly, mostly by yourself.
Like being pushed into the deep end of a swimming pool before you're ready.
That's a perfect way to picture it, yeah. You just have to start swimming immediately.
Wow.
We saw an example about a first teaching job. Imagine 50 young children, no experience, no mentor to help.
Oh my goodness.
That person was definitely thrown in the deep end. They had to adapt incredibly fast, just, to cope.
And learning that fast under pressure. That sounds like what people call a steep learning curve.
It absolutely does, yeah. A steep learning curve describes needing to learn difficult new things very, very quickly.
Like climbing a really steep hill instead of a gentle one.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a lot more effort in a short time.
Exactly. It's not just learning a lot, it's learning it fast. So starting a really demanding job, especially if you were thrown in the deep end without much help.
That would definitely feel like a steep learning curve.
Without a doubt. You're forced to pick things up rapidly.
Okay, so we've talked about starting out, that initial learning phase. Let's shift gears a bit. What about how tasks actually get done at work? The different ways people approach things.
Right. Well, one way to describe doing things very correctly is by the book.
By the book, meaning?
It means following all the rules, all the procedures, the laws exactly as they're written down, doing everything, properly.
So sticking strictly to the official way.
Yeah.
No bending the rules, no shortcuts.
Precisely. We saw an example about a company getting checked, like an audit.
Ah, okay.
The instruction was, everything must be done by the book, meaning every single detail has to follow the official rules perfectly for that inspection.
Okay. And I bet there's an idiom for the opposite when people don't follow the rules so strictly.
There is indeed. That's to cut corners.
Cut corners? Let me guess. Doing things the quick and dirty way.
Kind of, yeah. It means doing something in the easiest or quickest or maybe cheapest way possible, but this often means you're not doing it thoroughly or correctly.
So you might skip steps, maybe save time or money, but the quality could suffer.
Exactly. It's the direct opposite of doing things by the book. You might hear a manager say, look, the deadline's tight, but we absolutely cannot cut corners on the safety checks.
Right, emphasizing that some things have to be done properly no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes the work itself is just huge or really complicated, maybe with not much time.
Yeah, what's the phrase for that?
For that, we say, you have your work cut out for you.
Have your work cut out for you. Sounds like you're facing a big challenge.
It really does mean that. You've got a significant amount of difficult work ahead, and it's going to take a lot of effort, maybe because time is short.
So if my boss says, you'll have your work cut out for you to finish these reports by Friday.
They're telling you it's going to be demanding. It signals a big task, possibly needing extra hours or real focus to get it done on time.
Okay, but what about the other way around? Sometimes you think something will be hard, but it ends up being, surprisingly easy and quick.
Ah, yes. That's when you can say you make light work of something. Or similarly, make short work of something.
Make light work, make short work, both meaning easy and fast.
Pretty much. Finishing a task quickly and easily, maybe faster than you expected.
So if those difficult reports you just mentioned got done really fast, I could say, wow, Alex really made light work of those reports.
Exactly. Perfect example. And
Yeah.
make short work of can be used a bit more broadly, too. We saw a fun non-work example.
Oh, yeah.
You made short work of that cake, meaning you ate it very quickly and easily.
Huh. Okay, I get it. Consume fast. All right. So we've gone from starting to doing the work. Now, how about talking at work? Communication is so important.
It really is crucial. And a very, very common phrase for quick chats is to touch base.
Touch base. What's that involve?
It just means connecting with someone briefly, maybe to see how they're doing on a task, share a quick update, or get their opinion on something small.
So it's like a little check-in, informal.
Yeah, check-in is a great way to think about it. You might say to a colleague, can we touch base next week about the budget?
Just asking for a quick chat to get aligned or updated?
Exactly. Nice and simple.
Okay. And what if you're in a meeting, maybe time is short, and you need to get straight to the main point?
Then you might suggest, let's cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase, meaning skip the small talk.
Basically, yeah. Skip the introductions, the background stuff, the less important details, and just focus immediately on the most important information, the main reason you're talking.
Straight to the point.
Right. You could say, okay, we all know why we're here, so let's just cut to the chase and talk about the deadline. Or if you're really busy, look, I only have 5 minutes. Please cut to the chase. What's the core issue?
Now, I remember seeing a little warning about this one.
You did, yes. While it's efficient, cutting to the chase can sometimes sound a bit abrupt, maybe even rude, depending on the context and who you're talking to.
Need to be careful then.
Definitely. It's probably best when everyone agrees time is limited, or maybe in more informal settings. Just, read the room.
Good advice. Now, sometimes in these conversations, you really, really want to say something. But you probably shouldn't.
Ah, yes, that difficult moment. That's when you might need to bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue, meaning physically stop yourself from speaking.
Well, not literally bite it, hopefully. But yeah, it means making a conscious effort not to say what you're really thinking or feeling, usually because it would be inappropriate or unhelpful or cause trouble.
So you hold back, even if you have a strong opinion.
Exactly. You choose silence or maybe say something more diplomatic. The example was, I thought his idea was silly, but I bit my tongue during the meeting.
Choosing not to speak impulsively. Got it.
So work isn't always easy, is it? Problems come up.
Unfortunately, yes. Let's look at some idioms for dealing with difficulties.
Okay. Well, one way people talk about causing trouble, or maybe just disturbing a calm situation, is to rock the boat.
Rock the boat, like making waves in calm water.
That's exactly the image. Doing or saying something that upsets people, maybe challenges how things are normally done, creates a bit of conflict or instability.
So disturbing the peace, you could say.
Yeah. If a team is working smoothly and someone suddenly pushes for a massive disruptive change without much discussion, that might be seen as rocking the boat. Or the example given, if your manager is clearly stressed, maybe complaining about small things right then would be rocking the boat. Adding difficulty when things are already sensitive.
Is rocking the boat always negative, though? I mean, sometimes you need to challenge things to make them better, even if it causes some upset.
That's a really good point. The idiom itself usually implies causing unnecessary trouble or disruption. But you're right, sometimes shaking things up is necessary. The phrase just describes the act of causing that disruption. Whether it's good or bad really depends on the situation itself.
Interesting distinction. Okay, sticking with problems. Sometimes your day job feels less about your actual tasks and more about just fixing unexpected issues.
Yes. And when you're constantly dealing with those urgent pop-up problems that need immediate attention, often caused by something else, you're
Putting out fires.
putting out fires, like a firefighter running from one emergency to the next.
Exactly that feeling. It's being reactive. These urgent things often stop you from doing your planned regular work.
I can picture that. Like after a big software update, maybe lots of users can't log in. The support team spends the whole day just dealing with that unexpected issue, one user after another. They're putting out fires instead of doing their normal projects or planning.
Right. And what if you're the one who caused the problem or made a mistake and now you're facing the consequences
Then you might find yourself in hot water.
in hot water? Sounds uncomfortable.
It means you're in trouble. You're likely facing criticism, maybe even punishment because of something you did, or perhaps something you didn't do but should have.
Like being held responsible for a mistake.
Precisely. If you miss a really important deadline without a good excuse, you could be in hot water with your manager.
Okay.
The example was about a CEO who made some controversial comments about other companies. Now she's in hot water, facing serious trouble and backlash because of what she said.
Wow. Okay. We've covered quite a range, starting out doing the work, talking, handling problems. There's really just one thing left in the typical workday, isn't there?
Finishing it.
Exactly. Is there an idiom for that?
There is, and it's a very common, simple one. To call it a day.
Call it a day. Nice and straightforward.
It just means deciding to stop working for that day. Either you've finished what you set out to do, or you've reached a good stopping point, or maybe you're just tired.
So when you feel like you've done enough, or it's the end of your planned work time, you just announce you're stopping.
That's it. You can use it for yourself. Like, right, I'm tired. I think I'll call it a day. Or for a group, okay, team, great progress. Let's call it a day and tackle the rest tomorrow.
It's a clear signal. Work's over for now.
Exactly.
Well, this has been a really practical deep dive, hasn't it? Going through all these workplace idioms.
Yeah, understanding these phrases is, I think, so valuable. They really are woven into everyday language in many English-speaking workplaces.
And using them, or at least understanding them when you hear them, it just helps you sound more natural, doesn't it? Helps you
Yes.
connect.
Definitely. And navigate all those different situations we talked about, starting out, dealing with problems, just communicating day to day.
So a final thought for you, the listener. Think about these idioms we discussed today.
Yeah, maybe listen out for them this week. Which ones seem most relevant or, I don't know, interesting for what you're doing right now in your work or your studies?
How might you hear them used? Or, perhaps, how could you try using one yourself in the right situation?
Just thinking about that can really help make them stick, make them an active part of your English toolkit.